Let yourself be reminded of the most recurring pattern you have of being overly sure of yourself. It might come in the form of moralism or righteousness or frustration, annoyance. But it's a time when you're in a good deal of pain, perhaps without realizing it, because you're so sure that you deserve something, that you've been wronged, that you're right about something. And you're looking for these times when they are really quite difficult. And at these times, more than ever, you need to find a source of humility to balance the overconfidence, the over-righteousness of where you are. And when these times are happening and are most difficult, may you remember to humble yourself and ask for guidance and a gentler heart. And notice as you make the transition from righteousness to this request, to this asking, there's quite a feeling of a gap, because on the one hand, you really feel that you've been mistreated. On the other hand, you're having to vacate your ego and your righteousness, and you're having to recognize that you've closed your heart, you've closed your intelligence, and that you need help. And see if you can give the benefit of the doubt to the part of you that wants to ask for guidance and a gentler heart. And may you remember to ask for help when you most believe that you deserve it from the outside, especially when you feel most lost. May you ask for this quality of humility and notice whether the one that's asking is doing it in a tone where it really is softening and opening and not contracting its muscles. See if you can let go, even for a few minutes, of your entitlements or your demands, and you just recognize that your greatest relief of suffering is going to be letting go and opening up to this quality of asking, this quality of humility. Give yourself a little prayer. May I open myself to be receptive in my heart as much as possible. And as you even listen to that prayer, see if you can start to do what it takes with your breathing, with the softening of your mind, softening of your muscles. May you be grateful that you have the faith to ask for a power greater than your ego for guidance. Whether that power that's greater than your ego is God or compassion or love or trust or peace or silence. It doesn't matter. But may you find a place of gratitude or appreciation or faith that the answer is going to lie in being able to seek a place of humility, of tenderness, of surrender. And may you let go into the way things are without having to change them. And no matter what the conditions you find yourself, recognize that the greatest peace, the greatest trust, and the greatest humility is going to come from accepting things the way they are and recognizing that your ego is always going to need help. and that this recognition that your ego is always going to need help is the source of healing and is the source of humility.